Hi, this is Lauren Fogelman at ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with highly driven, motivated athletes on being cool, calm, and confident under pressure for winning results. Today's topic is all about attitude and how attitude affects your performance. Do you know exactly what it takes to win? There's three things that really come to mind right off the bat for me. One has to do with your confidence. The second one is tempo. Can you keep the pace, or do you rush yourself or slow yourself down too much by hesitating? And positive thinking. Are you thinking positive thoughts, looking for the opportunities, or are you thinking about losing thoughts, trying to just keep up in the race, do your best, but not come in last? Any one of those is going to affect your performance and the outcome for your competition. The bottom line, though, is in order to win, you have to be really strong in your confidence. You have to be showing up, really feeling that you have it all tied up, and this competition is just proof that you have it in the bag. The good news is that it's a teachable quality. You can gain confidence if you don't feel like you really have great confidence right now. It's about knowing the strategies, what to do, practicing it, getting feedback from what happens. If it's not working out as expected, get feedback as to what you could do to improve it. If it's going great, figure out what happened that made you hit the sweet spot. But I've noticed three specific attitudes that athletes have when they're competing, whether it's a race, it's a tournament, it's a game, whatever it is for you. There's three main mindsets that athletes have that they bring to the game. And I want to go through each one of them with you. The first one is they're cold. That means that they're playing to avoid losing. When they're playing to avoid losing, they sometimes have negative thoughts. They have losing thoughts, even though they don't really want to lose. That means that they're trying to just do good enough, and a part of them feels, why should I even do my best when I have no chance whatsoever? So in a way, subconsciously, they're checked out before they even got the race started. It's not the best place to be, is in this cold place, this low mindset of wanting to avoid losing, because it's just doing enough to keep from being last is what's really going on here. The next one is kind of warm. It's moving the right direction. It's a lot better than being cold, but kind of warm is playing to win. Playing to win means that you feel you have a chance, and you're going to stretch yourself. You're going to give it everything you've got until you make a mistake. And when you make a mistake, then it just affects your focus. You're not on top of your game. You're trying to then make up for a mistake that you can't quite let go of. And you're anticipating what you need to do ahead of time in order to really get your momentum back. But having that catch-up mindset keeps you from really focusing on what you have to do right now, keep you in the moment. It just affects your focus and that zone play. So playing to win is great until you make a mistake. That's where the mindset strategies that I teach my client are so important, because they learn how to get their head back in the game, into the moment, into the here and now, when they've made a mistake, they've lost focus, so that they don't give away too many points or opportunities. And then the third one is you're feeling pretty hot. That's the sweet spot. That's where you show up confident, knowing that you're going to win. Now, that attitude is usually only one or two players in a competition that have that attitude, showing up knowing that they're going to win. And it's not an ego type of attitude where you feel that you're better than everybody else is. It's more of a really strong confidence that you've given it all you've got, you know what to do, you're committed to your plan, and when the unexpected happens, you know how to quickly pull it together so it doesn't throw you off points and you're giving away opportunities. This is what you really want to strive for, is being that 1 or 2% that's hot and knows that you're going to win. It means that you're always striving to do better, and even when you think you're on top of your game, you're looking to push yourself and get even better results. The bottom line is that your confidence affects your approach. Either you're going to be cold, warm, or hot. And whichever approach you choose is going to affect your strategy. Either you're playing to avoid problems, so you're probably playing a safe game. Here you're going to be taking more risks until you start to make mistakes, and then you're going to go ahead and probably hesitate and go back to playing a safe game again. And then here, you're playing it one shot at a time, and you're continuing to take calculated risks so that you're always challenging yourself each and every moment. It all makes a difference, your confidence, your approach, and then your strategy. The bottom line is when you're really going to show up, what you want to do is if you feel that you're cold, work towards being warm, playing to win. Just get that going. After you feel that you've got that playing to go mindset down, then step up to another one, being hot, knowing that you're here and you're going to win. And what I want to say is when you're in that situation, what I want you to do is really get a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. Know the best approach that you need to take at that moment in time. If it's your game plan, just really review it. Know what you need to do for each different piece of the race or whatever it is for you. Whatever feels is the right move to make, especially when you're under pressure, go with that first answer. Don't think about it too much. The first thing that pops into your mind is usually the right one to go with. Then see yourself doing it. See yourself committing to that action, whatever it is for you, having it work out, and having success in the end. And once you feel that you can see yourself doing it, just fully commit. Don't leave any hesitation or any room for doubt. Whatever you're going to do, fully commit to it, even if it's not really the best approach, because you're going to get better results when you're fully committed than when there's any room for doubt or hesitation. So it's all about having positive thinking, looking for the opportunities, and releasing judgment. It's not about whether it's good or bad. It's about what you ought to be doing right here and now, that you feel is the best move to take and what you feel you're capable of doing, even if it's a little bit of a stretch for you. So it's positive thinking, looking for those opportunities, and not having any judgment. Okay, so here's your challenge. Which approach do you tend to take? Are you cold? Were you playing to avoid losing? Are you warm? Were you playing to win? Or are you hot? Were you showing up knowing that you're going to win? And does it change sometimes depending on where your standings are or if you've made any mistakes along the road? What I want you to do next is, now that you know that, I want you to then go ahead and before you even start your competition, what's going to give you even more control is to have two challenges. One has to do with your actions, so it could be technical, it could be with strength, endurance, whatever challenge it is for you, have one that has to be technical, strength, endurance in some way. A personal challenge, so nobody else is setting the standard for you. And then have one about your attitude. Are you going to be staying calm under pressure? Are you going to only talk positively to yourself? Are you going to go through your routine so you're more focused and in the moment? What is that personal challenge that you're going to have? So two personal challenges. One has to do with the actions you take, and one has to do with your attitude. That way, you're going to be getting closer to being hot and always working on your own game instead of having someone else determine what the challenge is going to be for you. It gives you so much more control, and you get better results a lot faster in the long run. So I'd love to hear from you about an experience with your mental toughness, what you did to rise up to the challenge, how you gained confidence, how you saw improvements, and what it took for you to go from cold to warm to hot. Leave a comment, press the likes button, please pass this forward. And if you're interested in my free video training series, the 7 essential pieces you need to go in order to really have your mental game in the right place for winning results, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com, put in your name and email address in the upper right-hand side. Immediately, you'll get the first video in the training series of 7 essential steps for a champion mindset. Go ahead and leave a comment, hit the likes button, and my mission is showing you how to stay cool when the heat is on. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com.